you are more alone than you think you are. Basically implies that we live inside of a materialistic humanity, a modern society that has a tendency to only think about itself. And selfishness, entitlement, and superiority God complexes and narcissism runs so deep in the veins of modern society that it's surreal. That it's almost inescapable. It's almost near impossible to run away from the decadence of the human condition. And you find that so much of modern humanity and people, they absolutely do not have your best interests at heart. And there are so many people that are willing to walk up all over you, to take advantage of you, to put words in your mouth, to frame you, to get this idea of a false notion of so-called victory or morality, and they encompass nothingness. Actually, they are, if anything else, a vessel of emptiness, a vessel of nothingness that is so voided and jaded. It's non-existent. And you find so much of people have a tendency to only care about themselves. It's unreal, it's surreal. However, it is the underlying truth and the underlying problem of our modern society that we have today. And unless if we actually come together as a community, as a society, as a humanity, as an entirety collectivism of human species, then we truly are lost and we are without hope. We are absolutely hopeless. We are meaningless. We are living a life that is voided of anything. And I don't mean to say this to be negative. However, I myself, I've always been a realist. And realistically speaking, you know, I've always been brutally honest. I'm not a liar. I don't know how to lie. I don't even know how to sit here and pretend to tell you that the world is somehow perfect. And this notion of perfection and this rainbow perfection of a world does not exist. It's simulated in a matrix reality that ultimately you have your own self to breathe for, to exist for, and to furthermore, well, you have yourself to believe in and to manifest the faith that you have within yourself, because otherwise no one else cares for your success, you know. And I myself personally, like, I've never clout chased before, and the entire notion and idea of popularity, it's not my cup of tea, it's not my forte, you know. I am not everyone's cup of tea, I acknowledge that, and the reality sinks in where people hate you for speaking the truth, okay, for being brutally honest. And people, society, they just want to keep living a lie, no matter what cost. You know, we want to be so-called entertained, and especially celebrities, they don't care about you, you know. Some may, some might, but ultimately, there are so many people out there in the world in general who want to see your downfall, want to see your collapse and witness that, and at no matter what cost. And we have replaced our freedoms and our morality and virtues to be quote-unquote entertained, and no matter what cost. And while yes, I do entertain people, at the same time I'm more along the lines like I invoke consciousness in the revolution of the mind, in a movement of the mind, and of virtues and principles and morals and morality and values. So I'm not alive on this earth to, you know, fit in with anybody else or with all the beautiful people. I mean, I find myself to be content with my own happiness, and for who I am, I would never trade it for anything else in the world. So, in retrospect, you might have a few friends that actually legitimately, genuinely, authentically care about you, but otherwise, this world does not care about you, like, in the slightest. I mean, it's trying to find my lighter. It's the absolute sad but pathetic truth. But the sooner that people come to realize this, the better off that our planet will be. And ultimately, like, take example, like, I never had a handout from anybody. I've always worked hard for my success and the attainment of my knowledge, of my virtues and principles, and a lot of in which I had to teach myself and invoke upon my own success, and to manifest my own reality within myself, and to expand my horizons of my knowledge and the entirety of my mind in itself. And no one has ever believed in me. You know, people continue to, I don't know, people just, I mean, whether people share my videos or not, or spread the message and awareness of my videos or not, I honestly don't care, because this is thus humanity's downfall. And it will continue to be humanity's downfall, because they rather share stupid ass memes and people doing crimes out there and people beefing with each other or this and that. And that's not me, you know. That's definitely not me. I'm one to share with the world my message and to convey that with the world in hopes to change the world. My name is Cody Gremlin. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, favorite, share, and please spread awareness of my messages and of my art. And please provide your comments in the feedback below. Provide your feedback in the comments below of this video. And thank you so much for watching, as always. See you.